Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and it is back. Season 6 of MLP resumes. Fairly painless and quick hiatus, just like the last one. Went by just really quickly and didn't actually give me much time to work on projects that I had maybe thought I'd be able to get done. I think I said that I would actually be doing some reviews during the hiatus, but that didn't happen because it was much quicker than I expected. Pretty much the only thing I did do, which was the only thing that I was determined to get done, is the Q&A, which I posted last night. Just barely got that done in time, which I'm happy about. I'm glad that I can now just proceed with that off of my mind and just focus on making reviews again and just keeping up with the season and just doing reactions. And yeah, that's what we're here for today. Reacting to episode 13 of season 6, Stranger Than Fanfiction. Which, yeah, that title, that makes me laugh because, of course, that is actually the title of an Ultra Fast Pony episode. The silly, stupid, poorly made abridged series that I love. Yeah, that was their title for the parody of Magic Duel, and it's kind of funny that that would come up as a title for an actual episode. And it's kind of fitting because earlier this season, Wakarb actually titled one of his episodes after an actual episode, On Your Mark, so I guess it's a fair trade. But yeah, Stranger Than Fanfiction, I actually do know a little bit about this episode. I do know that Patton Oswalt is in this episode as a guest voice, which, even if I didn't know that in advance, which I learned that because I follow Josh Haber on Twitter and he mentioned it, but if I didn't know that in advance, I don't think I would have gotten too worked up about it anyway, because I'm only passingly familiar with his work. I know who he is, I know some of what he's done, but I've just never really explored his work too thoroughly. So if I didn't know that, I'm not even sure I would have pinned the voice down. So it's probably good that I know that in advance. I also know that it's going to be Rainbow Dash focused, since people have mentioned that before, which is good. I do like the idea of her being a fangirl, and that makes me think that we're going to have something Daring Do related here, which I welcome. I love all the Daring Do stuff. That's one of my favorite little parts of Rainbow Dash's character arc, is her love of Daring Do and how it's developed over the seasons. But other than that, don't really know much. Don't really know anything, except I do know who the writer is, which it's Mike Vogel again, who wrote the last episode. And I think also Josh Haber had a hand in it, I think. Been a while since I saw it tweeted out, but yeah, those two, I think they'll come up with something good here, and with a guest voice, they usually, when they have a guest star on the show, they usually go all out to make a great episode. Main Attraction and Pinkie Pie were both excellent, so I'm thinking this is going to be a good one. And hopefully it kicks off this second half of Season 6 with a bang. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay. And here we go. And sure enough, we got Daring Do. Nice. Good to see her again. And snakes.
Well, don't stop there.
Oh.
You read, I pack. That's the deal.
I'm sorry, Rainbow Dash. I just keep thinking about how much fun you're gonna have at the Daring Do convention.
Daring Do convention. Okay.
Need my help with the Friendship Summit in
Aww.
Griffinstone.
Twilight can't come?
I'll make sure AK Yearling signs your book. I can't believe she's gonna be there. She never goes to conventions. Which, I guess, will be cool for all those other fan ponies. But since you and I know AK Yearling personally, and we know that she's secretly Daring Do herself, it's no big deal. This convention will be fun, but it's nothing to get too excited about. So excited!
That was adorable. Like, seriously adorable. Okay, this should be good.
A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And
Magic makes it all complete. Very best friend. Alright. Yeah, that looks like a convention, alright.
For an all-inclusive, one-of-a-kind adventucation where you get to live the daring do experience.
No thanks. Did that already.
Yeah.
This is the awesomest thing ever.
And
Now,
here's
this is
our
something
new
only a
character.
true fan can appreciate.
They even put the tiles in the right order.
Good catch. Oh, I'm Quibblepants. Nice to meet you.
Rainbow Dash. Nice costume.
You too.
Thanks. The hard part was figuring out the right number of arrow holes.
Because on page 84 of Sapphire Stone, it describes her dodging a, quote, score of arrows shooting forth from holes in the very walls, unquote. But then, on page 107, Daring Do says she, quote, barely made it past the trap's barrage of arrows, unquote. But clearly, Daring Do is embellishing, and the correct number of arrows is 20! Oh.
So, yeah. Fandom is gonna have a new Rainbow Dash ship. That much is obvious. Good to see Minuet there with...
I am so glad
I don't know.
And even though I knew the convention would be totally awesome, it's more fun when you're with someone who really knows Daring Do.
I know what you mean. It's so hard to find a pony who really gets it.
That's weird. We've only done stuff from the first trilogy. After lunch, we should probably start working our way back through the other books.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. There are no other books.
Oh.
Of course there are. Daring doing the trick of the front towers, Daring doing the manifestation.
Please don't. Just don't even mention the titles. I'm not saying those books don't exist. I'm saying that I refuse to acknowledge them.
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because they're horrible! I mean, there isn't a single thing after Ring of Destiny that is even remotely in the realm of the possible.
What? I know for a fact that everything in every one of those books is 100% possible.
And how could you possibly know that?
I just do.
Well, that's a compelling argument.
Why would you even come to this convention if you hate Daring Do so much?
I don't hate Daring Do. The first series was smart and cool and an amazing nod to old-time serialized adventure books that somehow manages to be self-referential and ironic while at the same time celebrating the art form without a hint of cynicism. Which is why I came here to ask A.K.
That background pony does not look amused.
Why she sold out and dumbed down the rest of her books and into just a series of impossible action sequences.
Okay, now I know you're crazy. A.K. Yearling is awesome, and every Daring Do book that comes out is better than the last.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, but I could never be friends with some pony who's willing to believe impossible stuff is possible as long as Daring Do does it.
That's okay, because I could never be friends with some pony who's so focused on things being possible that he's willing to...
Lots of new background ponies in this one, I think.
Fine.
They're kind of dressed up, so...
Look, just tell A.K. Yearling that Rainbow Dash is here, and I need her help to convince a know-it-all pony that everything Daring Do's ever done actually happened. Rainbow Dash?
There we go.
I've got to talk to you. It's an emergency. Not here.
Now tell me, what's going on? Is it Caballeron? Did you see him?
What? No. But there is a pony downstairs who thinks everything you've written after the first trilogy is totally unrealistic and terrible. And I need you to help me prove to him that it's all totally possible.
I've got bigger problems on my hoofs than
Yeah,
dissatisfied
yeah.
fan ponies. Whoa, the amulet of Kulakon.
More adorable Rainbow
Caballero
Dash.
wants it, but the amulet's only a key. The real treasure is hidden in a lost temple. The seven-sided chest of Chico Mazdoc. Caballeron wants to sell it to the highest bidder, of course, which is why I need to find it first.
Yes! Sounds like another awesome daring do adventure! But what are you doing here?
Since I haven't found the temple yet, it's the safest place for me and the amulet. It's crawling with security, and if I get into trouble, I can just blend in with all the Daring Do cosplayers.
How can I help?
Just
Makes
keep
sense.
your eyes out for anything suspicious.
Got it. Does a pony who only likes your first trilogy qualify as suspicious? Just checking.
And there he is.
My arch enemy, disturbing. I mean, where is the booth for Caballero?
Yeah. Of course there would be one.
Come, let us find Daring Do and the amulet of Kulakon. I don't want to spend any more time in this place than I have to.
Good job, Rainbow Dash. Oh. No.
Well, if it isn't the pony who knows impossible things can happen, because she just does.
Ugh. Sorry, Quibble. I've got more important things to do than argue with a pony who thinks awesome means unrealistic.
No, wait! I want to hear more about how you're 100% sure that in Curse of the Jungle Queen, Daring Do could survive a 60-story drop from the top of a
Seen that
waterfall after sustaining
Ranma
a
thing
broken
from
wing in a
Fluttershy's house
Category
again.
6 rapid.
Obviously, her wing wasn't.
So I guess the convention is about more than just
See, now that's a great character. Solid backstory.
More than just
good
Daring Do.
motivations.
No. Caballeron is right there.
Of course he is. He's also over there, oh, ooh, over there, and over there. Where are you going? And we're out here because...
Daring Do told me that Caballeron came to this convention to steal the
Yeah.
amulet of Kulakon, and I just saw him.
Now
at
he's
the
gonna
table
think
with
you're
his
insane.
pony.
Okay, I'm gonna head back.
yeah.
It's a little too much crazy out here for the both of us.
And now you've both been captured.
I do not know what Daring Do is playing at, but if she told you two fan ponies of my plan to steal the amulet, you must work for her.
Caballeron! Ha! What do you have to say now, Quibble?
This was your plan to prove the Daring Do books are realistic? You bought a Daring Do experience adventucation. Really?
Uh-huh.
What? No! Oh, look around us! Inch ponies, Caballeron, the jungle it took forever to get to. This is the real deal!
Right. We're actually being held captive by Caballeron. Please, this guy's accent is all over the place. No offense. So what's the setup here? You've kidnapped us and taken us to the middle of nowhere because...
A temple of Chico Mazdoc is somewhere in this jungle. When I find it, the seven-sided chest is as good as mine. I just need the amulet of Kulakon to unlock it.
Uh-huh. And Daring Do has the amulet, so you came up with this overcomplicated plot to lure her into the jungle and exchange it for us.
I wouldn't call it overcomplicated, but yes.
Okay, we're done here. Great work. Seriously, very believable. Listen, pal, you can keep her money, but I'm not...
Going anywhere. You may not approve of my plan, but I'm the mastermind here.
Debatable.
And I say you will remain here until Daring Do comes to rescue you. And if she wants you back in one piece, she will give me the amulet. Tie them up!
The Griffin's lock!
You know of it. Further proof that you are an agent of Daring Do.
Or an avid reader.
And now, I will continue my search for the temple. Don't go anywhere.
Nice evil laugh there.
I pretend to believe this nonsense is real, will you call off the hench pony repertory theater over there?
They're not gonna listen to me. They abducted us both.
Oh, wow. So you're gonna stick with that script. Oh, okay, fine. We're in a daring do adventure.
What was that?
Daring do, thank goodness. We're over here.
Fan out! We can't let Daring Do rescue these two.
Wow.
All four? I mean, shouldn't at least one of them stay behind to guard us? Oh,
You would think so.
No, because then it wouldn't be a terrible daring do adventure.
It doesn't matter. We'll never stop the Griffin clock before they get back. Okay, that was pretty good. Quick, we've got to get out of here and warn Daring Do.
No, wait. Just point me to the hotel and you can play fan pony and hunt treasure out here all day long.
Fine. Let's just say this is a Daring Do adventurecation. The only way to get back to the convention is to go through it. So just follow me and I'll lead you out. Deal?
Fine.
Maybe if I just leave you in the jungle, it'll convince you.
Which would make Daring Do left hook, which we know is false, and that is everything that's wrong with Daring Do and the terrifying tower. Now, the problems with the next book are even...
Yeah.
Oh, right. What Daring Do adventure would be complete without the precarious rope bridge? Look, I'm all for making things feel as real as possible, but are these adventurecation ponies sure this thing is safe?
Is it too realistic for you? Wouldn't want that on a Daring Do adventure, would we?
If this were really a Daring Do adventure, I'm sure I'd step on the wrong plank at exactly the wrong moment.
Yeah.
Good thing this is all just a pretend adventure. At least we know all of this struggling won't make the bridge fall apart.
Of course.
You need to get your money back.
This guy takes a lot of convincing for him.
How's that for not possible?
That was awesome. I thought we, and then you began the flying. Well, and I was like, "Where are you going?" And then you swerved, and I was in the water. And
Rainbow Dash is pretty incredible.
Wow.
Yeah, if you read that in a book, you might even think it was unrealistic.
Okay, I'll give you that one. I mean, we could have been done for. We could have been done for. What kind of adventurecation is this? I mean, that's just bad business. What are you thinking?
Right now, we are thinking that we should thank you for escaping. For you have led us directly to the lost temple of Chico Mostok.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Make sure they are secure this time. We can't have them escaping again.
You'll never get away with this!
Won't I? You've led me to the temple, and Daring Do is too noble to let harm befall her companions, so the amulet is as good as mine. What? No witty remarks this time about how silly my plan is?
This isn't the official Daring Do Experience adventucation, is it?
Finally!
It's some cheap knockoff run by a bunch of incompetent ponies that have no
Really?
idea how to execute this adventure with any level of safety. What was
Yeah.
the bridge? We were in serious danger. I'm reporting you all to, well, I don't know who I'm reporting you to, but it's gonna be some pony important. Oh, and this cut-rate excuse for an experience hasn't proved anything except that I'm right. It has all the hallmarks of a lame Daring Do adventure.
Quibble?
No, I'm talking. Generic jungle locations? Check. Overly complicated villain plot? Check. Random coincidences that conveniently get us to the next big set piece? Check.
Wonderful.
Stepping you for?
Listen, buddy, I don't take orders from some second-rate performer who learned acting from the supervillain school of bad accents. The only thing this mess is missing is some giant, owie-zodal wannabe monster, and I have a feeling that would be a bit too much for you bargain basement adventurers to pull off.
Oh. Okay.
You're real. This is real.
Yeah. Can't argue with that thing. And Daring Do.
I told you to warn me if anything suspicious. Not run off on an adventure without me.
Whoa! You're real. You're friends with her?
We'll have to do introductions later. Right?
That face.
You get out of here.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Actually, no.
What?
We can't leave without the treasure. And we should probably get to it before our friend gets any higher. Whoa. 7 doors, 7 locks. One of them leads to the treasure. I'd rather not think about what the others lead to.
Yeah, the classic pony and the tiger bit. All you have to do is...
Maybe you should let Daring Do figure it out.
Oh, excuse me. Not that one.
Is he always like this?
Yeah.
It seems that way.
But he's usually right.
Which lock do you think it is?
Oh, finally. Look, each door has another door that matches. These two both have earth ponies fighting serpents. These two have Pegasi fighting griffins. These two have unicorns fighting bears. But this one...
has an alicorn on it. It's the only one without a match. How did I miss that?
That was pretty
I've
obvious.
myself that ever since book 4. The 7-sided chest of Chico Maztak. Guys.
The way out is totally covered. How are we gonna get out of here? There.
Seriously, do you ever not escape out of the top of a temple?
We'll have to carry Mr. Adventure Critic out with us.
We won't be fast enough. We'll never make it.
Guys! I think Rainbow Dash and I have this covered. Go around! You can't go over him!
Go over him? Are you crazy? If Gribble says go over him, we go over him.
Okay.
You two are insane!
You said go over him.
I said go around him!
And I said be quiet.
This way! I heard you!
Okay, I got it. Let's create a fake treasure out of mud and rocks, give that to Caballero, and then when...
Not every Daring Do plan has to be super complicated.
Ah! I swear I heard them!
That works.
Not particularly original or inspired, but it worked.
Who were you again?
He's a fan.
There's some stairs on the other side of the temple that lead out of the ravine. I suggest you two take them and head west.
What about you?
I've got to get this to a museum. Thanks for your help. I couldn't have done it without you. Both of you.
So, maybe the later books are slightly more realistic than I gave them credit for. Still don't like them.
What? How can you...
Wait, hold on. Before we get in another fight, I think I finally figured it out. I love the Daring Do that solves puzzles and uses her brain to get out of tough situations. And she did way more of that in the original trilogy. You love the Daring Do that is brave and awesome and comes out on top no matter what the odds.
Okay.
And that's okay. We might never agree on what makes Daring Do cool, but you are definitely cool. I mean, the way you saved me on the bridge, wow. And escaping from the temple, you, Rainbow Dash, are awesome.
Well...
Hard to argue with
I'm
that.
not the one who can locate a treasure in half the time Daring Do can. You may have terrible taste in books, but you're pretty awesome yourself. In a brainy egghead puzzle-solving kind of way.
I guess we don't have to agree on everything to get along. Friends?
Definitely friends.
Do you think A.K. Yearling would consider letting me write the next book? I think I can make things way clearer. I mean, for instance, in the second adventure, there's a side character. I don't want to kind of name it right now because it's sort of this thing that I've already read a lot of fan fiction on. I don't want, not that I'm saying you would steal it, but I am saying that this would totally go along with my whole thing about
extended
puzzle solving,
monologue.
except what if each puzzle that was solved unlocked a new karate move? Think of it that way, right? I mean, I'm kind of a yearlight myself, so I'm sure she'd be open to...
Quibble?
Sorry.
DHX.
That was very unique. Okay. So, yeah, that was a really good episode. I really enjoyed that. Definitely a great way to start off the second part of the season. Really loved the whole premise, the Daring Do convention. It's funny because that was actually an idea on the roleplay site that I go to, counterlight.com, that we had years ago, a Daring Do convention and Rainbow Dash going. So to see that actually pop up in an episode, that's kind of cool. We predicted that like years ago, I guess. But yeah, this was fun. This was a good episode. Really liked pretty much all of it. Great Daring Do adventure. Probably my favorite Daring Do episode. No, I don't know. Read and Weep is pretty classic. Patton Oswalt's character was really entertaining, really funny. He definitely captured the whole idea of a more bitter, cynical fan, and really played well off of Rainbow Dash, which, yeah, for a lot of people, I get the feeling this is going to be the second coming of Cheese Sandwich, as in he'll now be the preferred ship for a lot of people, which, I mean, I'm obviously not going to start shipping it since, yeah, Rare Dash, but I guess it's an okay ship. I mean, I probably prefer it to Soren and Rainbow Dash, so if it convinces some people, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, Quibble was very entertaining, and Daring Do was good. She wasn't in it very much, but she had a pretty good role, I guess, and yeah, Rainbow Dash was just flat out adorable. I mean, some of those expressions and her fangirling, it was great. And yeah, it was good. It was good to see Caballero again. He was entertaining, and just when Quibble criticized him, that was always great. Just making fun of his accent and stuff. It's like, yeah. Yeah, just overall, it was a pretty fun adventure. Lots of amusing bits in it, and I guess we kind of left the convention pretty quickly, but that's fine by me. And yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, a bit of commentary on fandom, I guess, like the more excitable fan who accepts everything versus the cynical fan who just becomes increasingly critical. I mean, even in the MLP fandom, you definitely see both of those things. A lot of people, only the first two seasons are any good, and then, yeah, other people like me, I guess, I'm the Rainbow Dash here. I am still critical of some stuff, but, yeah, I definitely fall more into that category, I guess. So yeah, this was a great episode, and I'm looking forward to reviewing it later this week. Hope you liked the commentary. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.